Welcome to the World 24 News channel.
U.S. support for Ukraine unwavering and unflinching. U.S. support for Ukraine will remain unwavering and unflinching, U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said during a visit to Kyiv today. During a briefing at the Ukrainian presidential administration, Mr. Sullivan said, "We fully intend to ensure that the resources are there as necessary, and that we'll get votes from both sides of the aisle. To make that happen, some Republicans have called for U.S. aid to Kyiv to be scaled back if they win control of the U.S. Congress in the 8 November vote. But Mr. Sullivan, who met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and his Chief of Staff, Andriy Yermak, said President Joe Biden was committed to bipartisan cooperation under any scenario to keep economic, humanitarian, and security aid flowing." Zelensky, "The real level of Russia's losses is concealed from Russian society," he says. "The most fierce fighting throughout this week is concentrated in Donbas, Bakhmut, and Soledar. We are holding our positions, and in these and some other directions in the Donetsk region, the Russian army has already spent as many lives of its people, and as much ammunition, as it probably did not spend in the two Chechen wars combined. But the real level of Russia's losses is concealed from Russian society. We are ready for peace, for a fair and just peace, the formula of which we have voiced many times. The world knows our position." And Russia seeking sanctions exemption as part of grain deal. Russia is seeking a sanctions exemption as part of a grain deal with Ukraine, Reuters news agency reports. Russia wants the West to ease sanctions on state agriculture lender Bank to facilitate Russian grain exports. Such a move would allow the bank to process payments for Russian grain and food. Reuters said the news came from 4 sources familiar with the grain deal talks, although they did not say what sort of response Russia received to its request.